Hello students, today we will learn about the illustration number 6. See the question. Mr. H furnishes the following particulars of his income. Salary received rupees 3,61,000, interest on government securities rupees 6,000, business income rupees 25,000, share of loss from firm rupees 6,000, loss from speculation rupees 4,000, lottery income net value 21,000, gain from horse race gross value rupees 4,000, loss from crossword puzzles rupees 3,000, loss from card games rupees 4,800, profit from card games rupees 6,000, short term capital loss share cities rupees 5,000, collection charges of lottery prizes rupees 1,000. compute compute GTA. We have to compute the gross total income here. See the question, let me explain. Here in this question they have given salary received. Salary received means salary received means it is not a income from salary. See the difference of the word salary received and income from salary. When in the question they give income from salary or salary income, at that time we have to take the value directly, that is computed value of salary income they used to give. Now in this question they have given salary received. Salary received means it is not a net taxable salary, it is a gross value salary. It is, they have given salary amount. Here they have not provided the deduction. It is not a income from salary. So for this salary income we have to provide deduction. This is a gross salary, and for this we have to provide standard deduction. That is from this year the standard deduction is rupees 50,000. So for this gross salary 3,61,000 we have to deduct standard deduction 50,000. So balance how much? 3,11,000 is taxable salary or income from salary. Next, second one is interest on government securities 6,000. This is one we have to take under the head other source. Then business income under the head business. Share of loss from firm. So in the previous class I have explained about this share of income or loss from the firm. So this share of loss from the firm is not allowed to set off under the assessment of under the individual under the individual's income. So here share of loss from the firm rupees 6,000, it is not allowed to set off. It is a loss. It is not allowed to set off under in the hands of Mr. H. So it is a loss from the firm. So firm is allowed to set off this loss. So in the previous class I explained about the share of income from the firm and about interest received from firm. In the previous question I have explained in this interest from firm and about share of income from the firm. So interest from the firm is taxable. Interest from the firm is taxable. We have to write under the head business income. It is the individual income. Interest what he received, it is his income, so it is taxable. Share of loss from firm means it is a firm's share of loss or share of income. It is a firm's income or loss. So at that time here this whatever the income the firm get, it is taxed by the firm itself. So the loss also it is not allowed to set off by the individual. It can be set off in the hands of firm. So this one we should not take under the GTA calculation of Mr. H. Next one is loss from speculation. So if we have speculation income, we can set off this loss, or else this loss is carry forward to next year, because we can't set off this loss against other heads of income. So we don't have speculation income, so it is carry forward. It is carry forward to next year's. Next, lottery income net value is given. So when they give net value, we have to gross up, that is 21,000 into 100 by 70. Next, gain from horse race. This is gross value is given, so we can take directly under the other source. So both are under the other source. Casual income it is, so we have to take under the other source. This one we have to take directly, this one we have to gross up. Next, loss from crossword puzzles. So this is a casual loss. It is not allowed to set off. Loss from card game also casual loss, so it is not allowed to set off. So this one we have to write note. Profit from card game 6,000. So this one we have to take under the head income from other source along with this we have to take. Then short term capital loss we have, and that is from the share 5000. So if we have a capital gain, then we can set off. So here in this question we don't have a capital gain income, so it is a carry forward to next year. Collection charges for of lottery prizes. So no deduction is allowed for the collection charges. Collection charges of lottery prizes is no deduction allowed for this. So with the help of this we have to compute the GTA. We'll see the solution. So write the heading computation of GTA of Mr. H for the assessment year 2020-21. Under that, section 15 is for the income from salary. So here in this question they have given salary received 3,61,000. So we have to take under the head income from salary, salary received 3,61,000, and standard deduction we have to provide 50,000. So the net value is nothing but income from salary, that is 3,11,000. So in this question there is no income under the head house property. So section 22 income from house property is nil. Next, section 28 is about business income. So here under business income we have business income 25,000, then loss from speculation business 4,000, share of loss from firm 6,000. So we have to take first about speculation. So here under the head business income there is no income under the head speculation. So write loss from speculation. So that 4,000 rupees negative value is carry forward to next 4 assessment year. Reason is we don't have a speculation income to set up. So it can be carry forward to 4 assessment year. Next we have business income, non-speculative income, that is 25,000 we have. 25,000 business income we have. So that is taxable business income. There is no business loss given in this question, but loss from the share of loss from the firm is not taxable in the not allowed to set off in the hands of Mr. H. So it is not taken here. It is we have to write a note for that. Next one is capital gain. Section 45 capital gain. Under capital gain, firstly we have to see whether we have long term capital gain. So in this question they have not given any details about long term capital gain. So long term capital gain is nil. Next we have to see short term capital gain. So here in this question there is no short term capital gain, but short term capital loss is given, that is 5,000. So that we have to take under the head capital gain. Loss from short term capital loss, that is 5,000 rupees, but we don't have a capital gain to set off this short term capital. So it is carry forward to next 8 assessment year. So there is no taxable capital gain here. So nil. Next one is income from other source. We'll see one by one. First one is income from government security 6,000. We have to rate under the head income from other source. Interest on government security 6,000. Next we'll see business income over, this one over, this over. Lottery income net, this is a casual income, this is also casual income. Next write the heading casual income. There is no other income. Casual income we have they have given lottery income, that is also net value is given, so we have to gross up. So 21,000 is a net value, so 100 by 70 is a gross up, 30,000 is the answer. Next we have one more other source income is gain from horse race 4,000, and one more profit from card game 6,000. So that we have to take here, and total other source income. So there is no other income. Lottery over, gain from horse race over, loss from crossword puzzles and loss from card game, both are not allowed to set off. This is over. Short term capital loss over, collection charges not allowed to deduct. So now total the 5 heads of income. So when you total, you will get GTA 3,82,000. So next write the note to here. Share of loss from firm is allowed to set off in the assessment of firm. So firm can deduct the losses here from their income. Firm is allowed to set up, not a partner. So here Mr. H is a partner from a firm. So partner are not allowed to set off from his individual income. So this loss is not allowed to set off in the hands of individual income. It is allowed to set off in the firm's income. Next, second note is loss from horse race, crossword puzzles, card games are not allowed to set off, and collection charges from lottery prize are not allowed for deductions. Next question, illustration number 7. See the question. Compute the GTA of Mr. J from the following data. So we have to compute GTA. So here the value given in brackets are losses or expenditures. Income under the head salaries. So this is the income 2,60,000. Income from house property A rupees 60,000. Income from house property B, under that 2,80,000 is the loss it is. Next, speculation income 20,000. Business income means business loss 1,30,000. Income from activity of owning and maintaining race horses rupees 1,50,000 is a loss. Income from agricultural business 1,25,000 is the agricultural loss. Short term capital gain 30,000. Long term capital loss 1 lakh. Income from lottery 10,000. Income from horse races 1,70,000. Dividend income from non-domestic company is nothing but foreign company. Shares purchased out of borrowed money, that is doesn't matter. 90,000 is a dividend loss, it is given in the bracket dividend loss. Interest on securities 20,000. So with the help of this information we have to compute the gross total income of Mr. J for the assessment year 2020-21. Let me explain the question. Income under the head salaries. So 2,60,000 is taxable under the head income from salary. So here they have given income it is. So directly we can take. Next, income from house property A 60,000. Income from house property B 2,80,000. So so this is a loss under the head house property. This can be set off again within the same head. Balance house property loss can here it is a loss more than 2 lakh. So within the same head we can set off any amount of loss, but the income from house property, the condition is there for the income from house property. See the condition I have given in the note. So loss under the head income from house property which is allowed to set off against other heads of income is restricted to rupees 2 lakh for each assessment year. Means in 1 year we can set off maximum of 2 lakh loss under property income against other heads of income from other heads of income. The balance loss is allowed to carry forward to next assessment year. So here we have 2,80,000 losses. 2,80,000 losses. So this loss we can set off against income from house property A. Means how much loss left? That is 2,20,000 loss is left. 2,20,000 loss is left. So out of 2,20,000 losses we can set off this loss against other heads of income. But the condition says the maximum limit of set off from the other heads of income is 2 lakh. Means the 20,000 left is carry forward to next year. So in this assessment year we can set off maximum 2 lakh from the other heads of income. The balance 20,000 is carry forward to next year. So that we have to write in the beginning itself. Next, speculation income we have 20,000. Business income we have business loss 1,30,000. So speculation income can be utilized to set off this loss. If we have a speculation loss, then we should use this income to set off speculation loss. Then income from activity, then about set off we will see later. Income from activity of owning and maintaining race horses 1,50,000. So if we have income, this is a loss value. So if we have income under this head, we can set off. See the condition here. Income from loss from owning and maintaining horse races can be set off only against income from owning and maintaining race horses. If we don't have this income, then it is carry forward to next 4 assessment year. So in this question they have given income from activity of owning and maintaining race horses. The loss is given, but there is no income. Means this value is carry forward to next year. Then income from agricultural business. So this is a loss under the head agricultural income. So agricultural business is a exempted source of business. In the note I have given loss from exempted source of income cannot be set off. Example is agricultural income I have given. So here, the loss, this is a loss value, in bracket means loss from the agricultural business. So this is not allowed to set off. It cannot be set off. It is cannot be set off. So that one we have to write a note. Next, coming to capital gain. Short term capital gain 30,000, long term capital gain 1 lakh. So here 1 lakh is a loss. So we don't have long term capital gain here. So this is a 1 lakh loss. It can be carry forward to next year. This is also carry forward. Then short term capital gain we have. So there is no short term capital loss. So this gain can be utilized to set off other heads of losses. We have business loss and house property loss that can be utilized. This short term capital gain can be utilized to set off that loss. Then income from lottery is taxable under the head income from other source. Income from horse race also taxable under the head other source. So total 1,80,000 is taxable under the head other source. Next, dividend income from non-domestic company. Non-domestic means foreign company. So dividend received from a foreign company is taxable. So when there is a taxable income, under the taxable income, if we have loss, dividend loss, it is a dividend loss. So when we have dividend loss, that loss can be set off against other heads of income. See here, dividend income is comes under dividend from foreign company comes under the head income from other source, under that other losses. So any other losses if we have, it can be set off against any heads of income in the financial year, in the current assessment year, except casual income. Except casual income, we can set off that loss here. Dividend loss can be set off against any heads of income except casual income. Except casual income, we can set off from the any heads of income, but this loss is not allowed to carry forward. This loss is not allowed to carry forward. So while computing GTA, an assessee has to see whether he is having a loss under this head. So if he is having a loss under this head, then he has to set off that loss first. Against other heads, losses can be carried forward to next year. So this is not allowed to carry forward. So he has to set off the seeing his benefit, he has to set off this loss first. So dividend loss 90,000 he is having. So this 90,000 he can set off within the same head. We have interest on securities 20,000. So this one we can utilize to set off. But casual losses, casual income we are not allowed to set off. So from interest on security we can set off, and the balance we can set off from other heads of income if we have. So we can see the salary income. So we can directly use the salary income to set off the balance dividend loss. So when we have such kind of losses, so first we have to be careful while set off. So first we have to set off this loss from the heads of income, except casual income. Later if we have any other income, then we can utilize that income to set off other losses. Okay, we'll see the solution now. Computation of GTA of Mr. J for the assessment year 2020-21. First one is section 15, income from salary. So under the head income from salary, we have direct value 2,60,000. Write the value 2,60,000. Then section 22, income from house property. So under that we have income from house property 60,000 and a loss from house property B 2,80,000. So write income from house property A 60,000, loss from house property B set of 2,80,000. Means balance 60,000 minus 2,80,000, that is 2,20,000 is a loss we left. So that is a balance house property loss 2,20,000. So what I told, maximum 2 lakh. See the note, maximum 2 lakh loss can be set off against other heads of income. So maximum 2 lakh amount we can set off against other heads of income. So against other heads of income. So here we can set off maximum 2 lakh amount from the salary income. So balance loss how much? Balance loss 2,20,000 minus 20,000. 2,20,000 minus 2 lakh, that is 20,000 is carry forward. We can't set off more than 2 lakh amount in this 1 year. So 20,000 is carry forward to next year. So 2 lakh can be set off against other heads of income. So we have salary income. So firstly we have to set off dividend loss. What I told, dividend loss. Dividend loss we can set off under the head income from other source, that is interest on security we have 10,000. From that we have to set off dividend loss. So that is a 90,000. So balance dividend loss is 10,000 minus 90,000, 70,000 loss is left. So this loss we have to set off against salary income. Okay, so we have directly first income, salary income. From that we have to set off, or any other heads of income also you can set up, but easily you can set up from salary income. So 70,000 loss we left. So balance business loss, not business loss, it is balance dividend loss, make it correct. Balance balance dividend loss. Balance dividend loss is set off against salary income. So what is the balance? 70,000. So this 70,000 is set off against salary income, means directly write in the outer column 70,000. It will automatically set off from the salary income. From the salary income it will be automatically set off. Means here from the salary income, what is the salary income? 2,60,000. In that 70,000 is cleared. 70,000 we have set off dividend loss against salary income. So total 2,60,000 is the salary income. In that 70,000 is we have to deduct, it is set off. So balance how much? 1,90,000 balance salary income is left. So 1,90,000 salary income we can set off against salary income. 1,90,000 what salary income we have, that 1,90,000 we can utilize to set off the house property loss. So here we had 2,20,000 balance house property loss, and maximum limit to set off against other heads of income is 2 lakh. So 20,000 is carry forward, isn't it? So against salary income we can set off only 1,90,000, because only 1,90,000 is left here. Out of 2,60,000, 70,000 is out of 2 lakhs, how much? 2,60,000, 70,000 we deducted dividend loss. So what is the balance? 1,90,000. Now house property loss we can set off against other heads of income is 2 lakh. So we have salary income only 1,90,000. So that much, to that extent we can set off against salary income 1,90,000. Balance 10,000 house property loss we can set off against other heads of income in the same assessment year. Now we'll see whether we have other income. Next one is section 28. Under that we have speculative income. Speculative income 20,000. Here in this question there is no speculative loss, so we can write speculative income 20,000. So now we have business loss how much? To 1,30,000. In the same head we have loss 1,30,000. So this 20,000 is utilized to set off the business loss itself, because in the same head we have to utilize first. So speculation income 20,000 and business loss we had 1,30,000. So balance business loss left is 1,10,000, means there is no business income taxable here, nil. So balance business loss left is 1,10,000. We'll see whether we get other income to set off this loss, or else can be carry forward. Next is section 45. So under section 45 we have short term capital gain 30,000, long term capital gain loss 1 lakh. So long term capital loss, we don't have long term capital gain. So long term capital loss 1 lakh, it is carry forward to next 8 assessment year. Then short term capital gain we have, that is how much? 30,000 short term capital gain we have. So in this 30,000 short term capital gain, so in the current assessment year maximum 2 lakh we can set off house property loss. So in that firstly we had total 2,80,000 loss. So 2,80,000 loss is set off within the same head 60,000. So 60,000 minus 2,80,000, balance 2,20,000 house property loss left. So from this 2,20,000 loss, maximum 2 lakh loss can be set off against other heads of income. So we'll see here 2,20,000 minus maximum 2 lakh means only 2 lakh we can set off. So balance what? How much? 20,000 is carry forward. Now we have to set off 2 lakh amount from the other heads of income. So we had only 1,90,000 salary income here, because out of 2,60,000, 70,000 is used for dividend loss set off. So balance 1,90,000 we have salary income. So that salary income is used to set off against that business loss is house property loss is used to set off against salary income of 1,90,000. Now we can set off 10,000 in this year in order to get maximum 2 lakh from other head set off. So that 10,000 we have to set off from the short term capital gain. Now we have short term capital gain 30,000. So minus balance house property loss set off how much? Maximum we have to set off 2 lakh. In that 1,90,000 we have deducted from salary, means balance 10,000 is left. So that we have to set off against salary short term capital gain. Now balance short term capital gain left is 20,000. So here under income from house property, it is cleared now. Totally we had 2,80,000 loss and 60,000 set off, balance 2,20,000. In that maximum 2 lakh we can set off against other heads, 1,90,000 we have set off against salary income, and 10,000 we have set off against short term capital gain. So 2 lakh over. Next, whether we have any other losses, see once business income, under that we have balance business loss 1,10,000. Now we can utilize this loss, we can set off this loss against the balance short term capital gain. So set off business loss 1,10,000. So 20,000 minus 1,10,000, how much? 90,000 is balance left. So the balance business loss is 90,000. Then now we don't have any other heads of income, now we have other sources. So under that we have casual income. That casual income is not used to set off against any other loss. We can't set off any losses against this casual income, so we can't utilize. And we had income from interest on securities, that also used to set off the dividend loss. So it means we don't have a any other income to set off this remaining business loss. So balance business loss is carry forward to next assessment year. So that is 20,000 minus 1,10,000, 90,000 is carry forward. So under the head income from other source, I already told we have to write casual income. So whatever casual income we have, that is income from lottery and horse races, we have to take totally 1,80,000. And loss from owning and maintaining horse races, so this is 1,50,000. There is no income, so we can take directly loss under the head. So 1,50,000. So it is carry forward to next 4 years. Under the other income, we have 10,000 interest on securities and dividend loss also set off from that head. We had interest on securities 20,000 and dividend loss is set off against that. So 10,000 minus 90,000. 70,000 dividend loss is left. That loss is set off against salary income. Once I explain this. So next we have to compute GTI. 2,60,000 minus 1,90,000 plus 1,80,000 minus 70,000. It will get 1,80,000. Understood? Once again you can see the note. I have again written the theoretically the explanation. See the here the confusion is relating to house property loss, because we have dividend loss, so that should be set off in the same year, because we don't have, it is not allowed to carry forward to next year. So we have to set off first that, then later if we have other losses, then we have to set off from left income. So I have written again the same what I explained. Loss under the head house property, we had totally 2,80,000. It can be set off within the same head first. So we had within the same head 60,000 income. So after setting off, balance house property loss left is 2,20,000. So this is a loss. Now maximum limit to set off house property loss against other heads of income is 2 lakh. So balance house property loss is carry forward to next year. So that is 2,20,000 minus 2 lakh. Balance 20,000 is carry forward to next year, next 8 assessment year. Clear? Now we have to set off that 2 lakh losses. 2 lakh losses against other heads of income. How it is set off? 2 lakh loss under the head house property. Firstly set off against salary income of 1,90,000. We had only 1,90,000 there. And secondly against short term capital gain of 10,000. So the total 2 lakh house property loss is set off against other heads of income in that particular year. Understood? Then business loss. Coming to business loss, we had business loss of 1,30,000. So that firstly set off against within the same head of income, that is speculative business income. We had 20,000. So balance loss, how much left? 1,30,000 minus 20,000. We got 1,10,000 balance business loss. So that can be set off against other heads of income. So we have got only 20,000 short term capital gain to set off that balance loss, 1,10,000 minus 20,000. So 90,000 is left. So there is no other income to set off business losses. So it is carry forward to next 8 assessment year. So now once again check any other adjustment is left out. Salary income over, house property loss is cleared, speculation loss is over, business income over, income from owning and maintaining horse races also done. Then income from agricultural business. So this is a loss from exempted source that we have to write here note. agriculture business loss is a loss from exempted sources, cannot be set off. Then short-term capital gain, long-term capital gain over, income from lottery, horse races over, dividend loss is over, interest from security also over. So we have computed GTA here. We have computed so here we have computed GTA. And one more note I left to give is dividend loss. So the about dividend loss is set off within the same head of that is interest on government security. We had interest on government securities of 20,000. So we had here in this problem 90,000 is a total dividend loss. In that 20,000 interest on security we got. So means 70,000 balance is a remaining dividend loss. It should be set off against salary income. It can be set off against salary income. Since the dividend loss cannot be carried forward to next assessment year, it has to be set up in the current assessment year income itself. So that's why we have given first preference to set off this dividend loss. So against salary income we have set off this. So understood.